Hello everyone and welcome back to Boater Plays Something. We are playing Coffee Talk today, and in yesterday's intro I mentioned how playing the game in different sessions while streaming it made it hard to keep voices consistent, and you see that again this episode. With Neil, I forgot his voice filter that he has from having his helmet on, though maybe it sort of works for his character progression? Not sure. Either way, Myrtle's voice is the best that I did with it all series, and it's all downhill from here. So enjoy the voices and the gameplay and more of the story as we continue playing Coffee Talk. I'm Boater. Let's play something. Thursday, October 1st. All the friggin' meme photos. Meme photos. The Evening Whispers. Rachel Florencia confirmed to perform at Coachella 2020. Nice. Gil Naiman and Maruki Harukami to collaborate for a new IP. Nice. Coachella organizer reminds parents not to allow their children to attend unsupervised. With that photo. Nice. Nice. Oh, I wonder who's trying to come in when we're not open yet. But first we're gonna read a story. The Only Reason to Learn How to Fly by Freya Fatima. It happened again, I told her. Ugh. Oh geez, can I do that voice without cracking? It happened again, I told her, as I exhaled smoke. What? I took the train once to get here and fell in love twice. Oh, not this again, she sighed, looking like she wanted to stub her own cigarette out in my face. I just can't help it. She said nothing. It's way easier, you know? Seeing someone from afar, letting your imagination roam as you daydream about he or she lives. Ignoring the fact that what you see is not the way they really are. It's way easier. Hold on, I'm starting to read this as noir, but I'm realizing this is actually probably a sequel to one from a few days earlier. You can't keep doing this to yourself. You know you need something real. I mean, this might be a stupid suggestion, but you're still using that dating app, right? Try to be more open-minded while you use it. I agree. Good. I agree it was a stupid suggestion. She looked pissed. I couldn't blame her. It's not like this was the first time we talked about this. In fact, this conversation tended to happen around once a season. You need to stop overthinking, so go out and stop putting impossible expectations on people. You know I can't do that. I tried. I get overexcited at any opportunity. And how's that served you so far? No, I was the one who said nothing. I'm afraid, I said. Of what? Of what'll come later. I'm afraid that even if I find the right person for me, the people around me won't accept them, whoever they are. Well, fuck the people around you. Another stupid suggestion. I could be jailed for that. Okay. She took a long drag of her cigarette and narrowed her eyes at me. What happened to you recently? Huh? You don't usually overthink quite this much, so something must have just happened. The truth is, something did happen. Something too silly to even be discussed. But she knew me. She knew about my problems, so I told her. I watched a stand-up comedy show. Seriously? It's true. I watched one of my favorite stand-up comedians. I know he recently got married to someone he loves. Someone I thought was very similar to him. All this time, I thought he took the easy way out, finding someone who'd quickly be accepted by the family he was born in and the family he's about to make. But it turned out, his journey was far from easy. There were hardships I never knew he faced, and when he talked about it scared me. Why? The fact that I'll have to deal with it someday. The fact that I might have to choose between... At least when I see people on the train and Imagine a life with them. Those imaginary people don't create these kinds of problems. They do create different kinds of problems, though. She's right. You know, sometimes I feel like I want to go to the tallest building in the city and just jump. I said. To die? That's not a... To fly, you fool. Fly, you fool. Because if that really happened, all the things that are scaring me won't matter. I could fly. Why the hell would I still care about all these boring, everyday problems? Ain't that the dream, weirdo? She said as she lit another cigarette, leaving the discussion unresolved till it comes back around with the spring rains. Alright, so back here. Sorry, we're not open yet. Oh, Neil! You've come very early today. Is there anything I can help you with? There is definitely something you can do. I made it 3rd time's the charm. Hooray! And you only missed 1 day of in-game play. I don't know if you were watching on the side, but Rachel and Henry had a very big tiff here in the coffee shop. So, oof. And there was a guy in black that was looking for Neil, and we were like, no, we don't know of any aliens around here. So now here's Neil. There is definitely something you can do. What is it? Can we work here? Excuse me, what? Is it possible for us to work here? What? Why? We have learned something precious since we first arrived here. Communication is very important on Earth, and Earthlings communicate in a very complicated way. It blows our mind to learn that you need to mix between verbal and nonverbal communication here. Yes, but I can see that your communication skill has improved an awful lot since you arrived. That is true, but it is not enough. Some of the biggest lessons about Earthlings we learned them here. This made us think, instead of focusing on finding a breeding partner, we should focus on learning how to communicate with Earthlings properly. Sounds like a good strategy, and less likely to get you locked up by the feds. As someone who just flubbed up a bunch of voices in the game last night, I appreciate the consistency of your voices in this game. Myrtle, I don't know if I was consistent with. Henry, I know I wasn't. I just gave him, like, generic, slightly older, deeper, so I don't know. But some of them I voiced what my first instinct was, and that makes it really easy to return to. Mayara says, this looks cute. I know, I love it! That's why this down here. This! Also, hello, Mayirises. Did I say hello already? I don't know. I didn't get enough sleep last night. I woke up with, like, the biggest headache. I woke up feeling hungover and I haven't had alcohol in a week. Steph got me a vanilla chai while she was out this morning. Oh, more like Rick and Morty. So yeah, okay, so I did the Teteric. And then there was another one that was like, oh yeah, sweet hot chocolate. And eventually I was like, crap, I ran out of abilities to trash. So here, is this good? And Henry was like, oh yeah, this is great. I was like, oh, thank God. That is why we asked you to allow us to work here. Because you want to interact with other customers? That is correct. Yeah, well, I'd have to give you some sort of code for please ignore the man in black. I'm not sure about this. There's kind of feds knocking on my door. Neil, normally if you're applying for a job on Earth, you have to go through a certain process before you finally get the job. If you get it at all. Oh. Well, no, he's asking in person. I mean, I can give him an application. He can give me a resume. Let me think this over if you don't mind. It's not a no. I'll let you know tomorrow. Oh no, we are sorry for our spontaneity, but it has to be today. Can I ask why? Because we are leaving for an event tomorrow. When would your effective hire date be? Okay. Thank you! But with one condition. You won't be making any drinks. I'll handle that. Once I'm done, you will give the cup to the customer. Understood. There are other things that you need to keep in mind. What is that? Dealing with the customers. Some people come here just to chill. They might come just for a drink, work, or to read something. I strongly suggest you let them be. But always be prepared if they want to talk about anything. How can we know whether people want to be left alone or not? Well, that won't be easy, but you'll be able to judge based on their body language, or at least I would. Hopefully that's part of the communication skills that you learn. Nonverbal signs? Yes. That will be very hard for us. Indeed. Don't worry, I'll give you a sign when you should go start talking, or when you should stop. Thank you. We will need that so much. Well, that's basically all you need to do here. Do we need a special outfit to do the job? Well, considering you have feds looking for you in a spaceman outfit. Well, not really. I'll lend you an apron, though, to help keep your suit clean. And to differentiate you from the customers. You don't really need more differentiation. But it'll make you look more legit for the job. That is a very Earthling thing to do. Mood. Alright then, are you ready for this? We are. Okay, let's start the night. No questions about wage, schedule. I think we're both under the impression that this is going to be a one night, you are volunteering and getting some experience. You are interning at the coffee shop. Maybe I'll make you a drink free of charge. Not that I know if I'm even charging these people. This is not the point of the game. It's not a job sim. Welcome. Freya also wasn't here yesterday, so I wonder what that was about. Holy wow! What the hell is happening? Good evening, Miss Freya. Hey, Boater, what's going on here? Well, Neil's working here tonight. I thought I was the one who brought bad news. I never thought this place would be ground zero for an alien invasion. It's not that. Neil's just helping out. You never look like someone who needs help. There are a few things to clarify, Miss Freya. First, our mission was never about conquering Earth. In fact, it is the other way around. Second, judging from the situation, we are actually the person who is getting help from the barista. Not the other way around. What? We have learned some things since we arrived, and we have come to a conclusion. Before starting another breeding mission, we should learn more about how Earthlings communicate. We thought this place was the best place to learn. And you just agreed to this? On one condition. I make the drinks. Neil will only be here to serve and communicate. Fair trade. Hi! It's a coffee pun! What's in it for you then? What? You're helping them here. What do you get in return? Now that you mention it, if there is anything you want from us, please do not hesitate to ask. Yeah, don't mention it, it's fine. Well, maybe you can be my next story. I can write an article about your work here, Freya. If I still need to write for the paper again. What happened? The chief found out. Oh. Is that why you didn't come yesterday? Yes. How'd you find out? You remember my fateful meeting with the higher-up? Elevator? Yeah. Same thing happened with my chief. They met each other in the lift. And the higher-up mentioned our encounter to her. The chief called me into her office. And things went downhill from there. She realized immediately that it was the reason for my poor performance lately. She didn't like it, of course. I'm sorry to hear that. What are you gonna do now? I'll write the goddamn novel, I guess. And after that, hope it sells well. If not, I don't know. We do not understand what is really happening, Miss Freya, but we feel the immense sadness and frustration you feel. How about a warm cup of drink? How about a warm cup of drink? It is on the house. Neil. Neil. I mean, good job learning the idiom, but Neil, come on. You allowed to do that? We will pay for the drink. No, it's fine. It is on the house. That would have been a nice thing to do, though, Neil. That was the best thing to do, according to our senses. Okay, that makes sense if he was going to pay for it. He wasn't just volunteering it out of the shop. It was. So, what do you want to drink, Miss Freya? Your favorite. Our favorite? Anything. I trust you with the decision. Okay, and anything. Also, we don't know what Neil's favorite is. I still have a sticky note on my desktop over here that is not cocoa, milk, and cinnamon, or coffee, mint, and lemon. Anything. What should we make then? Coffee, green tea, tea, chocolate powder, and milk, and then also what can be added in the next two steps are cinnamon, honey, lemon, mint, and ginger. Give her some caffeine with chocolate. I don't think I can add chocolate to coffee, which is weird. Mint has Mint doesn't have caffeine. Cinnamon is also nice. Yeah. Hold on. If I do chocolate, can I add coffee? No. That's so weird. Anyway, she's definitely a coffee-based person. How about mint and cinnamon on that? Coffee, cinnamon, mint. How's that feel? Why won't it let you mocha? I don't know why. I think it's just in the code that's a base, but like milk can be both a base and a secondary thing, so I don't know why chocolate can't. Let's see what this unholy concoction makes. A cinnamon mint coffee. Sure. Oh, it had Neil's hand! Because Neil's the one serving the drinks. Here is your drink. Especially crafted by the owner of this coffee shop. Well, who else is gonna brew it? Thank you so much for this. I always wondered why your place only served hot drinks. But today I might have an idea why. How far along are you with the novel? I can prepare the draft in a few days, I think. Now that I don't really need to care about other deadlines. And if I manage to infuse some coffee and creativity into my blood, that sounds doable. Even without the caffeine infusion. Excuse me, Miss Freya. We have learned extensively about Earthlings' bodies. About all the races. And we do not think infusing your blood with coffee would be advisable. I'm sorry, Neil. I'm not really in the mood for this sort of conversation. It was just Neil. Freya wasn't serious about infusing herself with coffee. Oh, we are glad to hear that then. It was a figure of speech, Neil. Somehow you learned on the house, but okay, whatever. You're showing progress. Ah, we have heard about that term. It is still very hard to understand your language. It'll always be hard. Languages will keep on changing. Understood. At least we are here now to learn the basics of how Earthlings communicate. Miss Freya, if we may ask. Ask away. How fast do you write? Not fast enough, apparently. Oh, come on! I wanted a page count per day so that we could all be like... Freya has such bedroom eyes. But do you have numbers? Numbers? How many words do you produce per day? I don't think I have the exact number, but full time, I should be able to write between 3,000 and 5,000 words a day. That's a lot. That's raw. After that, I still need to edit it. I usually end up with about half what I originally wrote. According to our research, the standard number of words for the thing you need to write is between 50 and 100,000. That's right. But for this draft, I don't need to write that much. That is a pleasant information. That is pleasant information to hear. That is pleasant information to hear. How many words do you need to write? Well, let's see. I think it should be around 15,000 words. That's pretty big for a pitch draft. Well, it's GRA Media, the biggest publisher around. If we count based on the number of words, it seems like you will be able to achieve your target easily. Oh, I wish. Writing isn't only about the number of words, Neil. It requires things outside the mere word count. If we only judged writers by their ability to write a large number of words, then we wouldn't have poetry or short stories, and Dickens would still be really, really popular, as opposed to just like, oh yeah, he wrote good stuff. That is pretty hard to understand. But we learned before that art is a difficult matter. even for Earthlings. Especially for Earthlings. Earthlings seem to have a fascination for things which are hard to understand. Yup. From languages to arts. Right again. But you're not that wrong about writing, you know. Word count is one of the few things you can objectively judge a story by. After all, if a book is longer than 300 pages, it's too long. It's not the most important thing, but it's still up there. The previous was a in-joke with more like rigor mortis, so I don't just let that go unexplained on stream and YouTube. So is it still a valid parameter? Yeah, it is. Cool. That didn't sound at all like you, Neil. I guess you really are learning something on Earth. Oh, another guest. Good evening, Miss Myrtle. I won't even ask. Except for one thing. Who's making the drinks? That's still on me. Good. Coffee with a little bit of ginger, please. Coffee with a little bit of ginger. Coffee, milk, ginger? Because I can't do coffee. No, I can't. I can do coffee, ginger. Okay. Hold on. No, I can only do the same base again. Alright, coffee, ginger. That's a Leah rule. Right, that's what I said, is that it's an in-joke between us, but yeah, it's something that another friend of ours has said before that we're like, really? Jahe Tubruk. Interesting. As far as what... I don't think that she's on a football team, I think she's just a fan of a football team. Your order is ready. Not bad, thanks. You are welcome. What brings you here today, Miss Myrtle? Psst.
Neil, some people come to a coffee shop just to sit without being disturbed.
Oh, that definitely seems to fit Miss Myrtle's visits here. Actually, I'm not here to just sit around without being disturbed. Huh? Pardon us. I was just training Neil on how to talk with the customers here. I can see that. You still trying to get laid? Oh. No, we are not. We are tasked with learning how Earthlings communicate with each other? Yeah, that's a step in the right direction. One suggestion. If you want to blend in with us, stop using such formal language. Start talking the way we talk. Start listening to the way we listen. Which, essentially, is not really listening at all. I love Freya just laughing over there. That would be very difficult to achieve, but we will try. Step by step. One small step for you. Might be one giant leap for your kind. I was kind of hoping she would just leave it at the first half of the phrase, because I've always, like... I get appreciation out of saying half of the phrase and letting the other half be implied. I don't really know why, though. It feels almost insulting when someone feels the need to say the full phrase when they're making a coy reference to it. I don't know. That was very nicely said, Miss Freya. By the way, Miss Myrtle, now that we know you are not here for your usual activities, are you here for someone, then? Yeah. Oh, is it Aqua? Uh-huh. What's the occasion? No special occasion. It's just... That sounded slammed, that door. I'm sorry, I'm late. I was supposed to leave early, but... What is this? What is happening here? Call the cops when he said... Okay, I wanted to make sure I got all the words. I already told the barista to call the cops when he said he was going to breed here. Where's Boater? Miss Aqua, please relax. I'm here. Oh, you're safe. Yes, everything is fine. Okay. Please let me take a breath. Here, please drink this water. I can't serve water? The water is steaming. The water is steaming. I just thought of a different joke. Like, I was trying to think of some sort of pun for the football jersey and nothing came to mind, but I was like, what do you call a band full of Urukai? An orchestra? Hot water boater, it's a thing. I know, Also, I mean, it's the standard coffee cup Sprite. There are no additional ones, so... Yes. I'm sorry. It is alright, Miss Aqua. Everyone has been surprised to see me here. What are you doing here, anyway? We're starting to think that we might need to make a recording for the answer to this question. You don't have to tell me if you don't want to. No problem, Miss Aqua. It is time for our break anyway. Wait, who said you get breaks? So, here is the deal. That's really interesting. Very nice of you to do this, Boater. It's nothing, really. But do you think one day is enough to learn everything? Definitely not. But we do not want to disturb this place's business for any longer. As if this place cares about business. Besides, we want to travel around the planet more. This coffee shop is a good start. But we cannot limit ourselves to just this place. Where do you want to go after this? Coachella. What? What are you gonna do at Coachella? According to our research, there are many breedings happening during Coachella. There are many breedings happening during Coachella. That is why we decided that the event will be our next target. Well, you're not wrong. But didn't you say the baby has to be born out of love? Yes, we noticed that. But we also noticed that we need to know a lot more about Earthlings, including the breeding manners. That is what we will study in Coachella. After that, we will be very ready to breed with so many female Earthlings! With so many! What kind of Chesterfields do you think they feature at Coachella? So the Coachella would be a great name for the quarantine stay-at-home version? But obviously it's one that they go to, and this game came out just pre-quarantine, so... I wonder what alien Earthling babies look like. Later generation spacesuits, clearly. I shouldn't say this, but hell. That sounds like the best plan you had since you got here. We know. We also surprised ourselves. But please, Miss Freya, let us stop talking about our plan. We work here today. First, let us return to our spot behind the bar. So, our discussion with Miss Myrtle was stopped abruptly. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. What are you two doing together?
It's nothing. We're just friends, you know?
We just want to hang out and talk about our work. We both work in the same field, remember?
Yes, that's it. Are they dating? I want them to be dating. They're cute.
I don't have that much experience in game development, you see. Game development? I thought your research was in computer graphics?
Yes, but I've never made a game from scratch before. I was always a bystander, so I've been asking Myrtle for feedback from time to time. Today I wanted to thank her directly, but she arrived first, so I couldn't buy her a drink.
Yeah, never mind that. I'd refuse it anyway.
But...
Wait. If you want to thank her directly, does it mean you're done with the game? Incorrect spelling of your. Excuse me, Miss Freya. It should be... Oh my god.
section of dialogue. And also Neil breaking through the fourth wall to see how the subtitles are spelled. I've been thinking lately about how great this game would be to practice with a second language. Like, I could play this in French semi-arduously, but it would be doable. Oh, I also hope they're dating. Aqua, the segue, you buy Myrtle a drink tonight. What? Neil Burn. Oh, so you are correcting my grammar now, huh? It was a slip of the tongue, okay? I'm sorry. How'd you even pick up on that anyway? It's not like what I'm saying is written down anywhere. We just know. Back to you, Aqua. So, you're done with your game? There's quite a lot of things, and hold on. I almost gave her Aqua pitch with Neil Cadence. Neil Cadence. It's very close to Neil Gaiman. Like, Neil Cadence would be not a prose author, but like writes music. There's quite a lot of things I need to polish and fix, but players can enjoy the experience from start to finish. What kind of feedback do you give people for a video game? That depends on the game. But in Aqua's case, most of my advice was about the pacing, control, UI, UX. Oof. Must be fun to have finished working on your creation. It surely removed some of the weight on my chest, just to replace it with another weight. I mean, there's still more to come after you're done? I'm not done with my book. I just lost my job. And if I can't finish this draft in time, I'm done. And even after all that, if it doesn't sell well, I'm even more done. Doubly done. Super duper done. Super mega awesome done. I'm sorry to hear that, Freya, but please be more confident. I'm even starting to doubt myself. Listen, when Aqua says be more confident, I read some of your short stories, you know. Oh, sorry, that was past tense. I read some of your short stories, you know, after our first meeting. I subscribed to the Evening Whispers app, and then I read some of the stuff you wrote. They're really good, you know. Some of them are better than others, but it's still an enjoyable experience to read them. So I'm excited to check out your book once it's done. You're too kind, Aqua. What you're going through is more or less the same as what Myrtle's going through, so I'm sure you'll both be fine. I mean, you don't have to talk about it in front of other people. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. It's just that sharing is caring, you know? Okay. Thank you for helping me share with other people. I really am sorry. I know, I said thanks already, right? But you put so much emphasis on share. That's sarcasm, I know that. Aqua. I'm sorry if it sounded that way. But yeah, I kinda get what you're dealing with. Though it's a bit different for me. What's your problem? Burnout. I've been working on something for 2 years straight, but no one outside the office knows about it, and those who do don't seem to appreciate it at all. I thought Full Metal Conflict had a new game every 2 years. Yeah. I don't really work on them, not directly. So what do you work on? A secret project. I'll tell you under Friendier. I'll tell you under Friendier, okay? Alright, I'm not with the paper anymore anyway. I'm part of a special team. We're tasked with making a breakthrough in the studio. We need to be able to make a prototype for a new IP, or worst case, another FMC game in a different genre. Isn't that a dream job for some people? Huh. That's what I thought at first. You're a writer, right? Imagine being a writer, but you can't publish anything you write for years. That doesn't sound like a pleasant situation at all. My team's been making pitches, dozens of them, hundreds, thousands. Out of all those countless pitches, only a handful got approved for prototyping. And so far, none of the prototypes have been approved. Ouch. There's only 7 of us on the team. The 7 Samurai, that's what they said. So you haven't released anything for the last 2 years? Sometimes our team works to support others. When they're going through a crunch cycle. They need to hit an almost impossible target. We jump in. No wonder you folks were considered the 7 Samurai. Yeah, I guess, yeah. By the way, Myrtle, I just realized... Yeah? Usually developers get their vacation time after finishing a project, right?
More or less, yeah.
When was the last time you had a vacation?
Before I joined the company, I guess.
That's like 4 years ago!
Yeah.
Dude, no wonder you're so burned out. Yeah, that's why. You need a vacation.
But I can't just take one.
You can. In fact, you will do it tomorrow.
But tomorrow is...
I'm not done yet. You will take it tomorrow, the day after, and another day after off.
Where should I go?
Don't worry, I'll take care of that.
You will?
I'm going with you for this long weekend vacation.
What about Max West?
That's not this weekend. Forget about it for now.
Hey. Okay. But I can't do it tomorrow. How about starting Friday? It's still a long weekend getaway, right?
Alright. Baby steps. Oh, I'm so excited.
Neil Gaiman does have a Neil... Sorry, I'm catching up. Neil Gaiman does have a Neil cadence. Don't worry, Freya Butter apparently hands out jobs like free drinks. Yeah, there's that. Neil probably won't last long. Yeah, I think this is just a one-day engagement for Neil, because then he's off to Coachella, right? I want to use friendier. Yeah, it took me a second to, like, parse how to pronounce it, but it's neat. I like it. A new phrase and a new word. This is a very linguistically generative game. Aqua for the self-care. That's the most direct I've ever seen her. Yeah, I'm, like, proud of her. She's one of those people that, like, is really good at helping other people, but when she needs to learn the same lesson, it needs to be someone else telling her. Like, people need to tell her to be more assertive, but when it's to help other people, she can be as assertive as ever. Wow, Aqua, you look like a different person.
Really? I'm sorry.
Don't be.
Okay, it's settled then. I need to go home now and prepare for our getaway.
I'll come with you.
To my apartment?
No, we'll walk together to the bus stop, just like last time.
Oh, okay then. Everyone, see you next week, okay?
Have fun. Take care out there. May you find joy during your vacation. Oh, look at those fists. Okay, see you folks later. Listen, Myrtle. You hurt my baby girl? I kill you. That's a threat I can't follow up on. Vacation, huh? You definitely need one, Freya.
I know.
I mean, I'm fun employed now, so hey, it's sort of a vacation. But not now. I gotta finish this draft first. As we have said before, you can do it, Miss Freya. Thanks, Neil. Anyway, you gonna close anytime soon? It depends. Why? I'm in the mood for some writing. And please, take your time. You sure? You want another drink to be going on with? Still in the house. I definitely won't say no. Bedchamber, a cup for those longing for a deep slumber. Alright, cool. So that was probably, the end of that day, even if it didn't show her walking out at that point. Myrtle could kill you, but I suppose you could poison her? Yeah, I don't want to get into that.